Welcome to Bisa Auto Tune. This is a Mercedes 2006 M series, and the transmission was replaced. So we'll be programming the transmission. So we pulled out the valve body from the original, and we'll be hooking it up with the G box, that's the breaker box, in order to communicate with the TCM of the original transmission. So here we have the wires. It includes the cam high, cam low, then the 12 volt, and also the ground. So we connect the cam high to pin 1. The next we connect the cam low to pin 2. Then we have the 12 volt, which will be connecting it to the pin 4. And the last one, which is the ground, and we'll be connecting that to the pin 5. So once that is done, we verify that it matches with that of the picture in the tool, and we also connect a 120 ohms resistor between the cam high and the cam low. The breaker box has an OBD2 port, which will connect that to the VCI tool of Autel IM608. Let's proceed. We go to Immobilizer, IMO, accept the conditions, then go to Mercedes. But before we do that, let's turn the breaker box on. We've turned it on, and then the power source on. Then we go to Mercedes. Then we choose aspect mode. Then we go to TCM, and under the TCM we read the TCM data. So this is the red data, and we can see the personalized and activated are yes, and we will need that to be no, and this will be done through the renewal. So let us save the data first. Yes. Okay. The next thing is start the renewal process. We click on renew TCM or TCU. Then this also needs an internet connection because it has to calculate and then erase and then renew from there. So the connection is taking place to calculate the erasure code. Okay, now the erasure is done. It has calculated the password, and now it then proceeds to go to the renewal after we've saved this. Okay, and the renewal is successful. We click on yes, and this is the new data. We can see personalized and activated are no, so the renewal is complete. So next thing, in the morning we'll be working on the car and we'll transfer the information to the replace transmission that is on the vehicle. So here we are at the vehicle and I'm using the harness to the transmission and then connecting it to the breaker box. So everything has been hooked up, power to the transmission, and then the cam high and the cam low, and also we have our ohms or the resistor connected to ensure that there's communication between the transmission and then the tool. So we go to IMO, accept the terms, then head to Mercedes and also the expect mode. Then we read and save the data, but before we do that, let's turn on our hotspot to make sure we have internet connection. And while waiting for that, let's read the data that is on this particular transmission. So this is the replacement, and we can see the VIN number is different from the initial one that we had before. Okay, so let's save this. Okay. Alright, let's head to the renewal. Oh, my hotspot, wow, it's very cold today, and you can see the hotspot is too cold to turn on. So I probably would have to warm it up and then continue after that. Now that the hotspot is turned on, now we continue at the renewal process. So we renew TCM and also go through the erasure process. We have internet connection. It has generated a passcode, and you can see what it says here. It's all yes for personalized and activated. So we're going to renew after saving this. Okay, so that has been successful in the renewal of the transmission. Okay, so we can see it's no. Okay, and what we'll do is also let's load the data from the previous one that we had, that is the original, and this is what it looks, and we can see the VIN which ends with 9348. So that is what we'll be targeting to do. So we write the TCM data. Okay. Alright. So we load that from the original. Tap that and then OK, and that has the valid VIN on it, so that shows that's the original. Okay, that has been successful in writing into the TCM. So the next thing is write VIN. So I'll put in, and after putting the VIN number, we hit on enter. And it says it's successful. So now we have the VIN number, the TCM matching to that of the vehicle. Okay, we can read and see the data. Everything matches on the replace transmission. The next thing I'll do is activate the TCM, and this is successful. So we go to read the data, and when we scroll we can see now personalized and activated are all yes. So this process of cloning is complete, and what we can do is hop into the vehicle and just run some few things there and see if it actually works. So we are in the car now. We select drive, then we select TCM. Okay, let's turn the vehicle on, but not the engine running, just turning the vehicle on. Okay. So after selecting the TCM, we go to control unit, then we select the learning process. We turn the ignition on. Okay, after understanding the steps, we hit on start. The shifter should be in park. Okay. Then in reverse. Okay. Then in neutral. Alright. The next will be in the drive. Okay, so it has gone through all those levels, and we are successful. In the drive authorization system, we want to make sure all the parameters are set to yes. So let's click on that, and from here they are all yes, so we're all good. We can now exit from the tool. And for the moment of the truth, we'll put the vehicle in drive. Let's take a look at the wheel. Okay, it's rotating, and we would put it in the reverse. Okay. Alright, reverse. Now let's take a look at the wheel. Okay, so that means everything is all set. The transmission is engaging. Well, thank you very much for staying with me, and in case you need such services, we are within South New Jersey and closer to Philadelphia. You can reach us for any assistance. Thank you for watching.